When you're born, when you were a little baby, there's a million yous you could be. A doctor, a lawyer, a bank robber, happy, sad. All different kinds of versions of you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Film Optix review brought to you by the Drive-In Podcast Network. I'm your host, Christian, and today we will be reviewing Hulu's latest anthology series, Monsterland.
Twilight Zone.
Monsterland. Oh, like Twilight Zone.
Basically, their own little twist on Twilight Zone.
Yeah, you know, I've actually never watched Twilight Zone before. I know of it, but I just never really cared for it.
I remember watching it in like 7th grade English. I don't know why.
Did a teacher make you watch it, or was it just
yeah?
It's like, all right, it's just one of those things where, well, we have nothing on the criteria for today on the lesson plan, so here, watch this. Actually, we did that in one of my history classes. It was towards the end of the year, of course, but my history teacher introduced us to Tahan with Liam Neeson, so it was actually pretty awesome. Like,
yeah,
that was probably one of the best class experiences ever. But yes, we are reviewing Monsterland on Hulu that debuts on October 2nd. And as always, I'm joined, of course, by my good friend and my co-host, Devin. How are you doing today, man? Another week by and by.
I'm doing good. It's spooky season almost.
Ooh.
Got these monsters coming in.
You know, I have a hot take right now. I'm just going to come out and say it. October is like one of the most worthless months. It's just irrelevant, at least to me. Like, you got to think about it.
You're a strong minority there.
I am.
It is many people's favorites.
But you got to hear me out. Like, why doesn't September have a big holiday besides it being the first day of fall? And, of course, the 21st of September.
Labor Day.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but not everybody's off on Labor Day. It's like I don't know. It's just, listen, Devin. We got new consoles to play. It's coming up here. November 10th, we got the Xbox. November 12th, we got the PlayStation 5. I don't need this extra 31 days in the middle of me getting my PlayStation. All right? I got some Spider-Man to play. I got some Demon Souls. I got some.
Well, you're dipping your toes into the horror genre water, so you're gonna have to start to respect October because it's time.
It's
time to get spooky.
Like, I love fall. I just don't get the appeal of Halloween. I never have. Like, yeah, I'll watch a thriller. I'll watch a suspenseful movie. But, like, I just don't get the appeal of Halloween itself. I just don't. I don't know. It's weird. But that's my hot take. So, anyway, before we begin today's discussion, we would like to thank Hulu for allowing us, to watch and review this series. Of course, this is an embargo review we are doing for the podcast, so we're doing non-spoilers. That's right. I totally forgot, even though we watched all of it. But, you know, we'll give our rough takes on this here for a little bit and go from there. But, you know, it's exciting. You know, we've been doing a lot of embargo reviews, and I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm not going to lie. It's fun to like tiptoe around certain things instead of just diving in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have the knowledge and you don't.
I mean, we are getting paid by Hulu, of course. This is like our, oh my gosh, third. Well, I mean, we have a lot of Hulu reviews that we have planned. So I mean, we're dipping into Hulu's money, their pockets for a little bit.
Hulu's kind of like the underdog. They're nice and scrappy.
Yeah. You would think it would be. Actually, you know, I would say Apple TV Plus is up there too. I would consider them an underdog because they do have some really good shows that have been coming out. But that's me personally. But I'm just waiting for Dickinson season 2, to be honest. That's all I want. That's all I want in my life.
I forgot it existed.
Wow, how could you not? So good. Anyway, before we begin today's review, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. So I'm going to read the synopsis. We'll give our thoughts. Devin, if you have any trivia, of course, you're more than welcome. I don't know why.
I think it's too early. No one's posting the trivia.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to post that trivia sometimes. It's okay. But the synopsis reads: Encounters with mermaids, fallen angels, and other strange beasts drive broken people to desperate acts in Monsterland. An anthology.
Oh, the mermaids.
The mermaids, I know. An anthology series based on a collection of stories from Nathan Ballingrud's North American Lake Monsters. This series, of course, stars our very own Kaitlyn Dever, Jonathan Tucker, Kelly Marie Tran, and Charlie Tahan, just to name a few. There are a few other stars in here as well. But, of course, this is going to be debuting on Hulu again on October 2nd. So right in time for Halloween. For all of you October lovers out there, you basic October pumpkin spice latte people out there. It's okay.
You're really pushing some buttons out there, especially the females.
Yeah,
this is their time to shine.
This is their
they
time
get their
to shine.
Han Solo vests.
The Han. How can we forget the Hans and boots? Of course, of course. But Devin, let's just dive in. What inspired? Well, not even inspired you. Did you like this at all? Because I know there was a few hit or miss, episodes in there. Because you just finished
it
watching
was
today.
Definitely hit or miss. it was almost like half and half to me.
Yeah.
As far as like entertained and engaged. It was just randomly like
It was.
I didn't like that episode, but I really loved this one.
Yeah. It was.
Just depends on which one.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to give away.
That's what happens when you get an anthology show. That just happens. Like there's some that are weaker than others.
Yeah.
And you just accept it. But there are usually great ones that stand out.
Yeah, and they're definitely where I would say at least half of them definitely stood out. Like, absolutely. The other half can just go away. Because I didn't really like it all that much. So what would you say it's like engaging? What was it engaging enough for you to at least say? I mean, it's 8 episodes, of course, but was it engaging enough?
I'd say all of the episodes were like the initial setup was pretty engaging for them consistently, but then some of them kind of fell flat as they went along, specifically the oil episodes, we'll call them.
Yeah, the oil. Yeah, we'll call them the oil episodes. I did not care for either or.
It was just so basic, like oil man bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
the end.
Yeah, of course, and then it affects more than, the decisions he's making is affecting more than he realizes. But yeah, it's like, man, I would say, because each episode, something happens in somewhere different within the country, in a different state, different city, of course. And I would say, Kaitlyn Dever, she is definitely brought up throughout this entire series more times than none. I would say she probably would be, I guess, the main character in a way. But of course, we're not going to say anything happens. But at first, when I watched this, I didn't realize it was like an anthology series. And then when I did realize, I'm like, it's like Kaitlyn Dever, she's only in one episode. I'm like, this is Kaitlyn Dever we're talking about. She's not going to just be in one episode. And, she makes her nice little appearances from here on out. But
I am curious if the second appearance was the same character. I wasn't quite sure for her.
Oh, with the Louisiana episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
obviously the third appearance was the same character, but I don't know if the second one was.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Maybe. We can't talk about it. It's all right. But it's okay. But I know exactly what you mean. But I would definitely say yes. At least half of them were entertaining. Like the first, half of them I really, really liked.
Yeah, the first two I really liked.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a really nice, strong start. The second one had a great ending.
Yeah, the second one did have a really good ending. Yeah,
had the goosebumps pop up.
that was
You're
insane,
like,
dude.
what just happened there?
Yeah. And then
3 and 4. I texted you. I was like,
I was like, I promise. I was like, I promise it gets better. Like, I knew exactly what episodes you were on as soon as you mentioned
because
it.
3 was kind of just like a classic Pied Piper story. Like,
Yeah.
we all know what that is. It was pretty basic as far as that goes.
Yeah. And then so 3 and 4, and
I think 5 was actually my favorite. I really liked 5.
I liked 5, and I really liked Callie Marie Trans as well. But I think 5.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah. Finale.
There's a lot going on there.
There was a lot. I never. And like,
it's pretty crazy.
Like, you're watching this anthology. You think things are going to wrap up in a way, and they honestly kind of just don't. It kind of just ends. I mean, obviously, sometimes you just get those really random, obscure endings, but this was pretty obscure for sure. It just wasn't. I mean, it's kind of like a take or leave thing. Like, I didn't hate it, but I was just like, oh, okay. But like, it was pretty weird.
Yeah,
for sure. So I guess we can talk about the casting, of course. What did you think of the casting throughout the anthology series? Wow,
I thought it was pretty strong casting. There's usually one main character throughout each episode. Like, it's the main billing. First one obviously was Kaitlyn Dever. Second one, I don't know his name, but he's from Ozark.
Yeah,
That's what I recognized him from.
We never really, because like some of the episodes, of course, tie in together. I don't think his went anywhere from the second.
Yeah, I think it was just the Kaitlyn Dever stuff that crossed over in the oil stuff.
In the oil, yeah. And yeah, pretty much. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
And then the third episode, I can't remember the actress's name, but the mother in the episode,
I've seen
she
her
was
before.
strong.
Yeah, she was really
I've definitely seen her before. Where's this cast? Why is it only showing 2?
Let's see. I mean, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, episode. Wow, only episode. Oops, sorry about that.
Let's go by episode.
By episode.
Yeah. Who else did we have in there? We got Kelly Marie Tran, like you mentioned. Good for her to get another role going.
And we had Mr. Oh my gosh, from the Netflix series, the black guy, season finale. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Forgot his name, but those are.
And then in the 5th episode, it was. Why am I blanking? Taylor Schilling from Orange is the New Black.
Right, that's right. Yeah,
nice
yeah, she was in there. Nice little appearance in there. I'm trying to think, what was the episode after hers? Like if I had them pulled up through, because the
episode after the
episode
5 was the other oil episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because each episode.
I guess we can just say if you don't like episode 4, don't watch episode 6. I wish I didn't.
Honestly, you could skip right over it and be totally fine. Like, you will not miss a beat at all. Yeah,
but definitely.
Oh, did you skip it?
1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. I wish I did.
Oh.
I just kind of drudged along.
I should have just told you to skip it. I was like, all right, here's the important episodes. No.
Yeah, we can say 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. I'm pretty confident are like the strong options that you should watch if you're interested.
Yeah, I 100% agree because I don't know what's going on with those oil episodes. I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, I just didn't care for them all that much. Wasn't really, invested in those episodes. But a lot of the I wanted to say really quick, like the aesthetics, like when it came to like these special effects. When when the things that do go bump in the night, when they show a lot of these monsters and these creatures, it was actually pretty good.
It was spooky.
Yeah, it wasn't like anything. It wasn't too cheesy. A lot of horror movie stuff is just like super super cheesy. But I guess this depends. But yeah, definitely I would say out of the characters that I watch, I probably connected with Kaitlyn Devers the most without giving anything away, for sure. Because man, oh man, she went through. Wow. Anyway, I'm getting too close into spoiler territory right there. Devin, what was I going to ask you? My gosh. Obviously, we can't talk about the least favorite moment. I mean, we can after the podcast. Would you watch this again, Devin?
Maybe if I had someone over and we were cuddling a little bit.
Yeah.
Put that on.
Well, like you only have to show the good
vibes.
episodes, though. Don't go through the entire thing.
Exactly.
Like here are the episodes that are only ones that actually matter. But yes, overall, I would say it is definitely worth a watch. If you're just looking for something to get you in the mood for Halloween, it's definitely there. Of course, again, coming to Hulu on October 2nd. But was there anything else you wanted to mention, Devin, before we get into scores?
Yeah, I was just going to mention it's pretty easy to, when you're talking about anthologies, the first one that comes to mind usually is Twilight Zone, but then Black Mirror as well.
Oh, I didn't
and
know
when
that was
comparing it to Black Mirror, it's more so horror, and Black Mirror is more so like sci-fi type stuff, so it's not exactly the same, but I would say Black Mirror is a little more in-depth as far as their episodes go. This one's, it's comparable, but not quite on the same level.
Okay. All right, fair. Yeah, I didn't know Black Mirror was anthology as well, so I have no clue. I had no clue.
Yeah, I highly recommend Black Mirror.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. All right. I pretty much, I think I've said all I can say about this without going into spoilers because, wow. Anyway, Devin, let's get into scores, our reviews, our final thoughts and impressions about this. Out of 100, what would you give Monsterland?
I would give it. I actually didn't even think about this.
I didn't really think about it either.
I would give it, let's see. There were 8 episodes. 5 divided by 8. Carry the 2.
Let's go. Let's do some long division.
I'm just going to give it a 70.
I was actually going to give
solid 70.
Yeah. I was actually going to give it a 69, but
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'm pretty much right there with you. Overall, like even though half of the episodes, well, not even half of the episodes, like there's just a few in there are duds. Overall, I actually did enjoy it because like there's a lot of obviously jump scares, freaky parts happening with this series, and like we said, definitely worth a watch. Absolutely. So yeah, I pretty much I think that pretty much does it for this review of Monsterland. Again, coming to Hulu on October 7th, if I haven't said that enough. So again, thank you as always, Devin, for coming on, talking shop. We're every week, folks. We're doing I don't know what we're doing. We're just hanging out and talking about movies and TV shows and video games and all that jazz. So anyway, of course, so that concludes this review of Monsterland. And of course, you can listen to this podcast again on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And of course, go ahead and give us a follow on all the other socials out there. Between we got Instagram and we got Twitter, so you can follow us there. Follow us there at Film Optix. Optix is spelled with an X, with an Xbox. X Force, all that X Jazz, X-Men. Excalibur. Ooh, there we go. Excelsior. No, there's another one. So yes, I believe what we are reviewing next is Trials of Chicago 7. So that'll be a lot of fun. We got that coming up for you this coming up Monday. Of course, this is just going to be pumped out today because today's the embargo day for Monsterland. And of course, we are also going to be planning on reviewing Hulu's Healthstrom. And later on down the line, we will be reviewing Run with Sarah Paulson, I believe. And of course, we'll be whatever else pops up on our radar that we think is worthy enough to review. Sorry, but
the boys in Lovecraft Country.
Oh yeah, that's right. Soon. That's right. So we have The Boys. We're going to be reviewing season 2 of The Boys once that series finishes up, and of course Lovecraft Country. Also, Devin, really wanted to make a shout out to my friend John Lee, who was in the most recent episode of Lovecraft Country. He plays an extra.
Oh, really?
Did you watch it yet?
No, I have not yet.
Okay, I won't say anything then. But just want to say congratulations, John Lee. You killed it. So, all right. We're going to get out of here because we have a new show to review or record. So my name is Christian. That was Devin. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.